I wanted to show you this wig. This is a Chinese Remy hair wig. It is very silky smooth. This has been curled like this. So it has a lace front. Obviously you would cut the lace in the front, just in this front section. It has a silk top, so up close the silk top will look like skin, and you won't be able to see through that area. And then it has wefting in through the back. Wefting will make this wig very, very durable. And it's a pretty nice length. Let me take this off and show you the inside, actually. Okay, so here's that lace. Here's velvet ear tabs. There's a little bit of silicone at the nape, which is really good to kind of just hold it at the bottom. I'm doing all of this near a window to get kind of the best showing of color. So this is kind of a dark, like a dark blonde. Okay, this model is my favorite. I have one in my personal collection. Like, look how long. Yes, I love, love, love this wig. For me, the cap fits really well. It's an average size cap. It is a fully hand-tied cap. It has the smart lace front, which has a different feeling than the other wig, which was a softer lace. This is a little bit of a rougher lace, and it's meant to just float on your skin. This is a combination of Indian hair and Chinese hair, so it will dry, air dried a little bit wavy. I always heat style them just to kind of get like a more polished look. It has this brighter blonde in the front with this little bit of a rooting. This is not a silk top, this is a mono top, which means it is thinner, but you can see through it, right? You can also see the knots up close. What I do for mine is I cover the knots with a little bit of my makeup along the part line of where I've chosen to part it. So the pro is that this will sit flatter. Like if you want that super, super, super flat look, a mono top, because it is a single layer, will be the flattest. But I love this wig. Has a very little bit of dimension. I am doing this near a window, so hopefully the color shows decently well. I think it is a little bit brighter in person than it is showing on camera, but it is a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Okay, so this is just a little bit shorter than Kim, which was in the last video. The cap is the same, so it's got the same monofilament top, so it will style the same. This is a dark, cool rooted, solid blonde. So there are no low lights in this, making it a very good base to customize. I used this exact wig to make my pink wig because there would be no conflicting tones, because the low lights coming from the factory would be a textile dye. If the low light is too warm and you're wanting to cool down like the base, the low light will actually pop and look warmer than it was originally. Because I've had this happen and I went, oh my God. So this is a 613, which is like a very golden butter blonde. It's a great base tone, right? To give you, to do like a reverse balayage if you want. You would tone the whole base and then do the, add in your like depths. So it's a little bit shorter. And I'll show you the cap, which is identical to the cap that we just saw. So it has that smart lace front, monofilament, fully hand tied. Okay, so this is another darker blonde. This is also in a Blake, except this cap is the light cap, meaning it has lace that extends farther down. And then instead of velvet on the ear tabs, it has polyurethane little spots, so you could use tape, and then silicone at the nape. So this one is a custom color. I feel like it's showing up a little bit darker than what it actually is in person. But I will show you the inside of the cap. So it has poly tabs, silicone at the nape, and then the lace extends farther. I'll compare it to the other cap. So the traditional cap that John Renault makes is a shorter lace with velvet ear tabs, and then velvet at the nape. Lastly, I have this is a medical cap wig. It has silicone on the inside. This is a size large. So it doesn't fit my head the best, which is why this is bubbling up. So if your circumference is bigger, this will fit nice and tight, and then you cut the lace. So this is a solid blonde. I have just toned this. This color was this color, and then I toned it. So you can get a like ashier tone. This is like a nice little short bob. Fun, cute. I'll show you that. And I'm going to hold up all of them so you can see the different blonde tones. shampoo I forgot about. Okay, and last but not least, this is the last one of the blondes that I have. This has a mono top with that smart lace front from here to here, the velvet, but this is an open wefted cap. I'll show you. So the inside of this cap, the mono top, smart lace front, open wefting. That means that in this direction, it won't have any give. It will still have give from this way to this way. So like all the caps that have the mono, you will be able to see through it. So if you have dark hair underneath, like myself, you'd need to wear a cap to cover it. This is actually the same color as this, but this one is Chinese Remy and this one is a mixture of Indian and Chinese, so they actually look different. This one looks a little bit brighter. This is also just out of the box. I have not washed this or styled it. I did just blow dry up the front just so that it wasn't falling in my face. So it will actually fluff up and have more volume once it's been washed. So I hope that settles some questions. Let me know if you have more.